Howdy, 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 howdy. But it's a bit different today. We are modding some more, modding a mouse. Need to mod a few more, but we'll get back into it, show you what's going on. It's a bit different. We'll play more Valorant later on, don't you worry. I'll try to tweet this as a Viper. Well, Cobra is called, a Viper. I guess we'll see how it goes. I've broken a few recently doing this. This is a tricky mod. This is no easy mod. So, bear with me while we play around with it. Alright, we're good. Gonna map out the back of it first. For real. Do a modding mouse today. You might not see me do this. If you have your OG, you know what I'm saying? If not, well, we're known for modding mice. All the lightweight mice you've got. It's because of moi. The trend I set a long time ago when I had hair. Tunes up. Trying to extract the skates first. We're playing Valorant later on. We'll be after like 7:30 GMT. Photo show. Play a bit of everything. Can never say we're boring. You could probably leave these skates on, to be fair. But we're going to take them off anyway. It's because that's what we're going to do. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, get off the base. That's not good. It was not the plan. I think these normally come off slightly better. See how it's come off like that? God damn. So we're going to have to put new skates on it. It's not the plan. Okay, that works back. This screws in the front now. Try to remember these. I've took a load of these apart. Can I remember them each time? Nope. My goat is also a technician. Yes, I have been modding mice for a long time. All the lightweight mice, like the G Pro Superlight and stuff, are because of the mods I did early on. Ryzen, Logitech, Pulsar, all those ones took my inspiration. That's why you got lightweight mice. Bob operating on mice? Yes, it's been a while. But if we are back operating, I'm still operating, but I'm going to show you some operating. Got things like latency testers that I've still not built. Like, which I did loads of latency tests and everyone started doing that, but this is a bit different. This is like a, we would tweak the back of it to like a bit more like this. It's been that long, I'm trying to remember where all my stuff is. I moved it all because I've been doing it elsewhere, and I've come back to my desk and I'm like, where's all my toys, baby? Yeah, it's a Viper. He's Swiss. How you doing today, mate? Versace. How's your day going, so you alright? We're playing some Tarkov, Tarkov. Valorant later, don't worry. Do not worry. At the moment, just doing a bit of modding, get some mice going. And we'll be on it. Good to hear it, mate. Good to hear it. No kitty cat yet. She's power napping. Cool job, hey Sabi, alright? Cheers, man. Modding this, taking some, make it like a SE version basically. Yes, indeed. My 7 using it at the minute. Lots of love and blessings. Looking out for life. Cheers. A CSOG. CSOG, is it? Let's hope so, my friend. Took this week off work, sis. Ooh. You got big plans for this stuff. Where did I learn this? Taught myself. All the stuff you see people modding stuff because they watched me. That's what I was known for. A lot of screws there. It's been a while. Can't you see? You learn it by making a lot of mistakes. Your job's so tiresome, is it? I just want to make enough to retire. Hey, that's the dream, mate. That's what everyone wants to do. Wish the government doesn't keep it on. Because they'll never let you retire. You'll be trapped forever. Freedom is a myth. What are you doing to this mouse? We're going to be tweaking the back of it to look more like this. That tape's fun. Get the base a little bit. Need to sort my whiten out better in here. This mod station. Hoorah. But yeah, we're playing Valorant later on, don't worry. Don't panic. Just thought I'd show my modding mix of getting back into it again. I've done a bit for a while. I've not shown it for a while. Still modding. Just wait for some new stuff to come out, but everyone seems to be doing the same stuff or just replicating what we've already shown them. Do you know what I'm saying? We need some innovation, people. What are we doing? We're making a Viper razor look a bit more like this. So trim out some more of the weight. Come if it's one piece this rare. It could be. Because Razer started to make them one piece, didn't they? Pretty sure. Nice. A big full tab. Nope. So stab my hand. It's possible. We have done that many times. Try to get this battery out. Right, one thing Razer did do is take the limit of thinning plastic to the max. I'll give them that. Jesus, come on. It's so tight. Guess we'll just take off the plate instead, but that thing is stuck on. What mouse is that? It's a Razer Viper Cobra. Well, it's a Razer Cobra, but it's a Viper basically. They just made it really heavy. This is be one trimmed down. I don't know why it's so heavy. Doesn't really make any difference. Like why they made this so heavy. It's like a one-piece shell, do you know what I mean? Oh, my scales need some batteries, god damn. Just deciding whether I split it off the shell, because what they did was they went through and... Have you got a WL mouse? Yeah, I got that one. I got that one. We got a lot of mice. Cheers for the 5 tofu, Vince Marcos. Appreciate it, man. Let's go. Hey, Lindsay, you right? Why are you not playing Valorant? I'm playing a bit rich, don't we? About 7:30 GMT. A bit later, actually, because I've got to put the missus up. Hey, tips the roses as well. Vince, like it, man. Appreciate the spot, buddy. You just bought one. What, new Viper? Nice. I'm just going to break the rivets. And then we'll stick it back on. This will be easier to manipulate. It's too hard to cut in here because too much risk. You'll take out the pieces here. Modding my mouse. I have a mod for you. Recently modded my mouse too with a custom shop and PPM. Nice, yeah, no PPM. We play CS2. I don't know. I'm liking Tarkov at the minute. CS2 is a bit old for me. Feels like it's just, well, they have reskinned to CSGO, which has been out so long I had hair when I played it. So, a bit fed up. Just follow Vince, appreciate it, man. Let's go, baby. We'll just separate this, which is a little risky, not gonna lie. Have we broken many mice? Oh yeah. Especially doing stuff like this. This is like, here we go. Pinging all the clips. The pressure, you can see the clips are broke, but we'll just stick it back. These are the little plastic rivets Razer used for some reason. Make it like a two-piece, but it's not. Because they used to have a two-piece rear shot. Then made them single in. Trying to save the weight. There you go. I always had these diffusers to make the RGB look a bit better, but you don't really need them. Where am I from? I'm from Manchester, UK. Problem with the mice at the minute, it's like everyone like took innovation, let's say, from my stuff, especially for like modding them and stuff, and tweaking them, making them lighter, and then everyone's just run out of things to do now. Mice are pretty much where they're at the minute, unless it's built into like the palm of your housing or something a bit different. Shape's still key, but the tech's all the same. They all started using the same sensors and stuff. You know what I'm saying? What mouse is this? It's a Viper. No, it's a Razer Cobra. It's a Viper they never made. Do you still do commission? They do indeed, Dan. This one's not for me, for instance. Okay, Presso. What's the best budget mouse in your opinion? Would you recommend? I like the VGen Dragonfly or something like that. The Tac Sharks are okay if you want real budget. They all clone each other, really. Just follow Zizzoza. Is it Zizzozaz? Do you get to match the fireworks? No, I didn't get to that. No. You have a Deluxe MB800. Okay, yeah, it's okay. Clone the Viper, yeah. Deluxe had a copy of the clones. I worked with them for a bit and they tweaked some of the shapes. They're good. Decent. They basically got into the Viper market where no one else did, and the Razors took the time and created the Cobra, which, I don't know, isn't really a Viper to me. But was the Viper to me, sorry. Modelling tape, this is. Cool lighters? How do you mean? Like this? No, this is just for taking mice feet off. It erodes the liquid, the sticky tack stuff. Good for getting rid of sticky stuff. What are you modding? Modding a Cobra. No worries, Dan. Have a good one. My website's down in a minute, but you're welcome to email me. What's that? K-Reb for 50, what, less than 50? So like a Tac Shark, like I said, the Deluxe MB800's okay. You get loads of them pretty cheap now. We get some good price budget ones, maybe Pulsar, maybe something like that. They're like the lower range at the minute, but they're cheap. But I like the VGen Dragonfly, which I don't know. When it isn't a Tac. Well, E-Jazz are quite good. There you go. The camera's done there. But we kind of chopped it up already, messing around, seeing what's possible. See? They're all the same mice, that makes sense. So it's a good, clone of 703, which Logitech ages to modify as this Terra. Basically, it's a 703, but it's very good if you like the Logitech 703. Like it. Probably one of the better clones. Oh, better. It's not a clone, but one of the better, how do I call it? Replicas. It's not even that. They kind of took what I did and then created a mouse out of it from what Logitech wouldn't do. If I had access to all the factories, I would have made some better mice, but I don't have access to that. Other people did know. For sure. Yeah, it's like a clone of it. They like improve the clone, didn't they? I wouldn't call it a replica, but they took the 703, took the entire shape of it, and then built a mouse basically. That was lighter that Logitech wouldn't do. So we're doing the Mini Viper 3. Yeah, but they did like the Signature Edition Viper, didn't they? They didn't create the 50 quid budget version that they should have done. What's your favourite mouse to play games with? I'm liking the Lamzu Myrex, but which is this one? You know what Myrex is? Fits my hand nicely. Good, picking up a lot of cat hair. Look at that. But the encoder's gone on it. I need to fix the encoder, which is not a problem because I can fix it. But I'm liking this one at the minute. I like the Pulsar Zowl, is that? Which is an Ergo. I don't normally play with Ergos. I prefer Ambis, but you know, hey -oh. I use the Death Adder a long time now. I want to change it. What do you think? About hot swappable mice? I mean, I created the hot swappable mod, so I think it's worth it. Like a few people did. I did a version of it anyway. I think it's useful, but the switches and the hot sockets can be a bit funny. But yeah, they're okay. It gives you the option to pick what switch you want. I'm confused why they still make mice Razer Cobra like Steel Series. It's just complicated internal design. No idea. We tried to teach him. Let's put design on the back of this. Easier said than done. You just picked up a W mouse Hanu. Nice. We normally would freehand this, but this is a bit more of a complex shape. So we're going to be freehanding this. I recommend some in-cart or endgame gear. Yeah, they're good. They started making their own. In-game gear made a good hot swappable like option. You can buy the different switches, and in-cart created like the original Molex version that I showed. Trying to mark out the original outline shape. And then we're going to cut it out. That's the plan. I like these wool too. Yeah, it's very nice. It reminds me of an EC2 from Zowie. Or modern version. Again, Zowie slept on mice for a very long time. What happened with mice was no one was doing anything with them. And then people started to mod them, me especially. And it kicked the mouse industry off, and everyone started making mice a bit more, and everyone stopped again now. But before that, it was pretty dead for a long time. What this is like ASMR people used to call this. This is what I used to do more of. I started doing more game stuff on YouTube, TikTok, and all that, and then I switched, did more modding, and I've gone back to doing more gaming, a bit of modding now. Do both. But if you've got a Logitech Superlight or something like that, or a nice Razer, you probably were inspired. A mouse that's inspired by me. Moi. Which you probably don't realise. We're back a long time on YouTube. Which is why I've got like 300 plus mice, I think 350 at the minute. It's crazy. Cheers, Makey, for the follow. But I will be playing Valorant later on. See what I'm trying to do to it. But yeah, I like the mini ergos. I like some nice ambidextrous stuff. There's some good mice on them. There's so many options now. When I was a kid, I used to mod them because you had no choice, like the cables and stuff, making power cords, which is horrible to make. Not gonna lie. Which reminds me, I need to sort one out. Showing you how to do power cords if you want to be pained for the rest of your life. Absolutely horrendous to make. But most mice are wireless now. Yeah, it's been a long time. I am the one, but we're getting back to it, mate. Just not as much. It's not as much, like, I don't know, much buzz around the market at the moment, mice, so. What am I making? We're lightening up a Razer Cobra into something a bit more like this. Cup of tea. Oops. But we're playing Val later on. Don't worry. You up to this week? Want anything good, man? We're making math. We're lighting a Viper Cobra from Razer. What's your favourite mouse mod for the G Pro X? It will be the mushiness removal. So Logitech renowned used to have really mushy side buttons, but they've tweaked that a little bit on the SC2. Is it what it's called? This version. So they're not quite as bad now. Like they've phoned them up eventually after we showed them 500 different times to do it, but the mains are still absolutely horrendous. Now they are bringing out some new switches, aren't they, or some new modern ones that you can adjust, but so much pre and post travel, so I say the best mod's removing that and a bit of weight if you want. Frost Lords? No idea what that is. We're marking it out so we can cut it basically. Rather than can't be freehand this. It's a bit more complicated freehand. So like all these bits are going to stay. This bit's coming out, this bit's coming out, this bit's coming out. And a bit in the middle. Ultralights Frost Lord Eye from Thingy. No, I've not seen one. They're pretty the same. They released Sony mice, final mouse. I had to stop looking at them because they just, I don't know, did so many. I'm sorry for my keyboard from them actually. That many keyboards. Different coloured versions, like, but the same stuff, same problems. You have a lot of mice collection there, Unk? Yeah, but got 350, so I've definitely got a few. I think it might be more than that. I'm trying to get rid of some actually, I'm selling some. It's got too many. I'm overrun. And I'm not doing as mice as much as I used to. Yeah, exactly. They're literally all powered up here, you don't even see it. It's just a mess in this room at the minute. I was going to put them all across the back wall, but I don't know. I might put some on there. Next one's going to be a different model, they say. Yeah, well, they always tell us things. I don't believe them too much. Nice as they are. They're always going to be bigger, faster, better. There's so much you can do with mice. Might do a different shape. I don't know why they've not done an ergo shape. Pan a mouse over mouse. Fan mouse is probably the only mouse that actually holds this value. I've got a lot of limited edition Logitech and Pulsar and stuff. We're doing a tape, we're marking out where to cut. So like this bit's been cut out, this bit's staying, that bit's cut out, that bit's cut out, that bit's cut out, that bit's cut out. I'm just kind of like giving myself some guides because it's not like you can go back. I already messed one of these up. So I decided to be a bit more cautious with it. It's not like once you cut it, you can return it, do you know what I mean? So this is like been mapping it out basically. I don't know, XL, what do we call it? Dare ask. Basically, it's going to be a Viper SE. Not as expensive. Because those things are pricey and rare. We call the black mouse with blue tape a butchered Bob version, that's what we call it. But we're playing Valorant later on. Do not sweat. I think that's pretty much it mapped. That's what it looks like. forget to trim it out. Easier said than done. How much can one Viper bench? Or weight? I don't know. Not my cup. Can't see it though. See the bar. It focuses. It's not got autofocus. Where's it gone? But yeah, a little bit different. Back onto Viper Valorant later on. You like the R2D2 mug? This could either work really well or go really wrong. To mute my mic so I don't deafen you. I'll just still talk and I'll still respond to you. I'll just be tabbing my mic on and off. Because I've no ears left. It's my signal. Yep. So I've done this for a bit. What can we do with these soldering iron? It's not soldering iron. This is a drill. This is a soldering iron. And this is a desolder gun. Making custom, indeed we are. I mean, gaming a Logitech G305 for decades. I'm sold on them. Scared to change. Could probably do some new internals, Roger. Things have moved on slightly from the 305, but it's a solid mouse. Logitech made an absolute gem with that thing, but I think it's getting a little tad old. It's getting a tad old now, but still one of the best. Used to be one of the best moddable mice out there. The OG mouse we all used to mod. What's my professional? I work in IT. I probably should have worked for mice companies, but they didn't like my style. I mean, I wouldn't say any gaming mouse is the most comfortable on earth because it depends on your hand, but the Death Ad is good. I prefer the EC2 or the Zowie clone of the EC2 shape to the Death Adder, but Death Adder is good. It's a bit big. More of a PC builder, nice. Fair enough. Expensive, especially when the new costs come out from Nvidia for PC mice. It's going to be pricey. The Death Adder V4 Pros or V5 Hyperspeed is pretty good. What's happening? We are editing a mouse, so to speak. We're trimming some weight out of this Viper. How did I learn to work on electronics? I just played around with them. I used to mod consoles and stuff when I was a kid. Will there be a Valo vibe today? There will indeed. Later today, about 8 PM GMT, will be Valorant. 2026 PC is going to be cooked. Oh yeah, they'll like it. AI is going to cook them for sure. For sure. Yeah, modding Eraser. How many G502s do you think you can lift with only 7 fingers? None. You wouldn't be able to get off the ground, mate. Break your fingers. The G502 is instructable. I've heard the US are using those at the minute in Venezuela. Just throwing them in. The Dragony Nini. There's so many mice out these days. Once we started kicking off the trend of lightweight mice, the market exploded in 21, something like that. Yes, I did start the trend for lightweight mice. If you want proof, go check out all my channels. Where am I from? Manchester, UK. Manchester. And we play Valorant, Tarkov, loads of stuff. Mod mice. I'm not showing this for a bit, probably about 6 months maybe. So I thought I'd show it. Back on my modding desk. Working a little bit of this PC at the moment. I'm trying to work out optimal placement for the cooler. Oh man, you don't see my builds. I'll make you cry. I just throw them in. I did a few on stream, but people were crying over it. You're making it nice and pretty for all the cable management. I used to build PCs so much as a kid that I gave up with all that because they're forever just ripping them all back out. What's up, Gasoko? SCO? Is it Gas SCO? Took me a minute. I'm a mouse expert, secretly, I guess. A lot of the lightweight mice, like the super light, you've got because of me, because of what I did, and companies went and developed. Good customers, a mouse nerd, tech nerd, geek, keyboard. Come Daddy IT for nothing. I need to do it, I can't see. What we're doing, we're modding a Razer Cobra to make it like an SC. Basically. What's my opinion on the Starship Integrated Flight Test 10? I haven't seen much one they're doing. I like watching all the space stuff and all the stuff about going to Mars and stuff. I like how SpaceX like work in terms of like they just blow it up and then try again. They're learning. They're not like trying to make the perfect ship straight away, which is what NASA used to do. Or the companies have done, like how they're kind of developing it. Actually, just had the Beast Pro Max. Send it back. Let's see your grip. What grip kind of what you got? Or what we come from there? Gas or clean? Good work. Hey, Dara 10, you okay, man? A real gamer indeed, mate. Exactly. People don't get it, you know what I'm saying? True nerd. Stream stop? No, it should be okay. Got the old Pathfinder. Okay. For the one with all the modules on it. I've got them around here somewhere. They did send me one to check out. Didn't hate it. All the 3D little bits printed on it. It's a cool idea. Yeah, saw that. It's good. Any recommendations on upgrading my Razer Viper V3 Pro? Well, I've definitely upgraded it because it's horrible. But One with the Viper, it's very similar. You could go to like a final mouse, but I don't know. You could get something like these, the Beast X. These are very similar shape to the Viper. I'll show you because Viper V3 Pro. Yeah. I mean, they're not exactly the same, but you kind of get the idea. You know what I'm saying? Slightly bigger. The only thing I didn't like about this was the buttons were too far forward, I thought, on the Beast X. You got the Roram Latham V4 Dual 8K. Nope, I haven't bought any mice for very well. Couldn't be bothered. I got fed up with them. All releasing the same stuff. Or didn't like me cutting them apart and pulling them apart and showing all the text, so they stopped sending me. I think I was about to ask where I can buy about that mouse. Where can I buy it? I don't know actually. There's WL mouse. You can get about online. There used to be, there's a company, I can't remember its name, Mech something. What's up, Rack Shitty? The weight of what, this one? My scales are gone, unfortunately, at the minute, but it's something like, I think it's like 30, maybe 46 grams. I'm thinking 30, but you get the smaller version as well. This is a smaller version, medium. This one's been modded. It's got a different switch on the left for Valorant, specifically for the Vandal. You see? Yeah, cheers, Nota Faceman, for the roses. Appreciate it. Let's go. Here comes. How come there's no 7900X, but there's a 6900 XT? I have no idea. Tell you what's going crazy in a minute. Price of RAM and GPUs. Good for Valorant. I mean, I liked it, but I'm trying different mice at the minute. I was running the Lamzu Maya X, which I really like. Again, probably not too far off the Viper, to be fair. Slightly more curved, but that's what I was liking. But the scroll wheel's got these changing, which I'll have to fix. Obviously, I can do it. And I've switched to an Ergo one at the minute. I was showing people I've gone to rocking this at the minute for the couple of weeks, so it's like kind of liking it, which I don't normally use, which is more like an EC2 Pulsar version, let's call it. What's your opinion on the Razer Viper Naga Trini? It's a long word. I like it. I think it's got a certain style for my MOBA rather than FPS, but I like the way you could tweak out some of their side buttons and stuff, but it's pretty heavy. But so overall, it's a good mouse for like RPG or, I don't know, Armor Life, stuff like that. Tell me how you see the RAM or $300, $800. How you seeing RAM for $3,300? It's expensive. Which one's your favourite? What mouse? Purple one's gorgeous. Oh yeah, this one's cool, isn't it? I like the colours. Send this check out. It's cool. This is the one that's starting to pick up lightweight mouse using metal. So who's the goat indeed? I haven't got a favourite mouse. I've got so many of all of them. I just change them around. I'm trying to find one with good debounce. Basically. What's a good mouse to upgrade to? Currently on the Logitech G900. Damn, that's an old boy. Yeah. Do you like the shape of the G900? Is that why you've got it? How big's your hand? You measured your hand size? Would you rather have 32 gig of DDR4 or 16 of DDR5? 32 of DDR4. I've seen little improvements with RAM over the years. I'll tell you that now, even overclocking them, which I used to do. I don't bother anymore. Got quite big hands. Look at the Lamzu X. That's pretty good. It's good size. Or look at the Viper V3 Pro that everyone uses, but I'm not a fan of the switches. I don't like them at all. What else can you... Could look at this Terror, it's quite nice if you like more of an Ergo one. It's quite like a G703 budget, but more updated tech. What we're doing, hey L, you okay? We're modifying a Logitech, we're modifying a Razer Viper Cobra into cutting some of the back out and just tweaking it a bit for someone. Good to see you, okay? Still playing well? Is this a follow Jovet, is it? How you doing? Good seeing this type of stuff, man. Oh, definitely. I've been into stuff for a very long time. Trust me. Keep raw acceleration relevant. Still can't believe Logitech doesn't offer sensor tilting. Yeah, it's a bit unusual. That. It's a new trick in it. So like your wrist, like you watch my wrist, people always complain about my grip. I do have a bit of a gimped wrist, but I kind of haven't tweaked it using a sensor tilt, but maybe I should. What's that one called again? This one? You mean? Serious Schooner? Like the name. Don't weigh yourself out. Logitech's mains are not very good. They never really fix their pre-travel on the mains. They're starting to, after listening a bit. You still playing Val? Yep, we're playing it later on tonight, about 8 o'clock. Hey, just make it lighter, making it look more like these. Gotta pick the misses up, train station. Also, you are so older than me. Should I call you Bob? Yeah, just call me Bob, man, it's cool. All good. Oh, the white mouse, Lamzu Myrex. Oh, hang on, there's two. There's this one, there's a Terra, it's called. Teevolution. Basically a Logitech G703 exact shape, but lightened up. I used to do a lot of weight reduction on these, and this is what they created it. And this is a Lamzu Myrex, which I actually like, but the scroll wheel's funny. Might change it today, actually. So, and I scroll up to go to my knife, it jumps. But yeah, which is a common problem with all encoders. It's not just Lamzu, by the way, because they all use the same encoders. How many kilos of hair is on your face? 27. My missus wants less. But I've had a beard since I was 15. Which is a long time. It's like 30. What am I, 46? Damp patch. So, yeah, a long time. I wouldn't mute as much, but this is so loud you're deaf. The wife appreciates the beard. Mine does, as long as it's trimmed, she says. She doesn't like you like Captain Birdseye. I've had a beard since 15. Making you feel old. Yeah. I'm an old man now. You're not old. How old am I, Uncle? Level 46. I am Yusufi, is it? You're right. You just weight reducing this one. We're going to tweak the switches a little bit. Mainly weight. Do a certain style. Brimmy, what's up? What's up, Melon? We just modded some mice. We'll be on Val about 8 o'clock GMT. It is 5 o'clock GMT. How old am I? I'm level 46. Yes, I've had a hard life. Is the Pulsar X-Lite V4 any good? I mean, yeah. The V1 had a few little tweaks they needed to make. We spoke to them, they've tweaked it. V4 somewhere around here, but it's good. Yeah, I like the X-Lite. I prefer the dearer version, but it's more expensive. You can see it's been around a bit. It's a bit dusty. You see this one? It's very similar. It's the Phenom. I can't remember what's called, this one. It's got very nice switches though. Unlike this. I don't think the switches because they're not plugged in, but you get the idea. Like this Cobra's got these like half switches now, you see that? They're like shrunk them. Instead of like, that's what a normal switch looks like if you didn't know. They're giving us like micro switches. I don't know why. I've never been a fan of Logitech Razer switches. Since they created the Gen 1 Optim-X, they've been horrible. You selling any mice? Yep. Hit me up. I'm getting rid of loads. I've got 350 plus. I need to get rid of some. I'm overrun with that and keyboards. Are you doing Duck Squad 2002 to follow me on? You got the second gen optical and the Cobra. Yeah. Don't know what Razer just doesn't make, right? The Viper V3 Pro in this size, exactly the same. Don't change it. Don't change it, but here they are, not doing it. I don't get it. What you doing, Razer? It's what people want, man. harassed daily about the Viper Pro, the Viper Mini for so long. Don't know, maybe it seemed nice to, do you have any experience with write support? I've had none, sorry. You close to my total mouse count? Damn. You gotta find some space for these, man. Did you study electronics or anything by any chance? Nope, I used to mod consoles. Like PlayStation 1s, 2s, Wii's, Xbox 360s, Xbox. And I just got into like, I used to mod my own technical like mice and things when I was a kid because, well, when I was a kid, you didn't even have a middle mouse button, do you know what I mean? Or scroll wheel. So you have to make your own. Give me links to the tools. I used to. I've not done it for a while. I need to mod it all. My website is getting redone and things by me, but time's always an issue because I work full time. Bought them all out of pocket. Damn, you're a mouse addict, sir. You're another nerd. Congratulations. We're playing Valorant at like 8 o'clock. I remember, which is why you see me playing with the mice. I get used to them. That's people send me them to try out. I got fed up with people reviewing mice and never testing them, just reading the boxes, which is why I started doing YouTube back in 2014. Do you have any 3D printing? Yeah, I've got 3D printers. I've just not fired them up. They were over here and painting and stuff, but I've just not touched it for well over a year. Got a LCD screen to make a latency tester, which we used to do. We used to do loads of latency tests, and everyone got into the bandwagon, but I'm not finished it. Here's Rinouch for the follow. Cheers, man. You can imagine what everyone's doing. I probably did it before, and they came along and took some inspiration, let's call it. Glide tests, skate tests, weight reductions, mods, everything. I am the OG. Bob. You're the Brim guy in Valorant, right? Correct. Indeed I am. You see my skins on my main account? Yeah, sure. I've got loads. Should you do a playing with viewer stream in Valorant? I was thinking about it. I might do. It's just time. Should need to organise it. Maybe we'll do something. Maybe do once a month or something, maybe. Maybe no size difference between the Ultra X Small and WL Beast Mini. Yeah. Cheers, Jason MG, for the follow. One of the problems I had, right, so you got the Mini, there's an example, right? This is the Beast X Mini normal, right? It's the thumb position of where the middle or the side buttons are. This one's good, right? So you think, okay, perfect. This one, too far forward in my opinion, right? So I almost have to stretch my thumb across. Okay, you think, great. The problem I have is the shape of this is perfect, right? But the shape of this isn't, and what I tend to do is, I'm trying to show you, is if I get a smaller mouse, I can't hold it like that. It kind of gimps my wrist. I hold it like that. It's slightly at an angle. See that? So that's how I hold that one. And this one I hold straight, which is fine. So I end up like with these two different angles. You see the angle difference? And that's because it isn't. And to get to the side buttons, I've got to move it to an angle. So there's a difference between my sizes, right? Why mouse size is key. Different, right? That's why size is key in mice. Now, if you're looking at modding your own mice, be very careful. Get something cheap, but you got to be careful now with the pressure you apply because it will snap. Of course, you're bound then they're making the V2 X2F. Yeah, always away red. RØDE. It's like technology. Every time you think you're ready, like I don't know, new GPU or something, they always bring the latest one out, and just as you bought it, just as you can't return it back. What brand mouse is this? This is a Razer. If you wanted to look at like all the mice, probably sub 6 months ago, I used to take them all apart and show you what they were like inside and how they were built and stuff. But I haven't done one for a while. Called Mice Teardowns. I've been doing that since the beginning of time. Beginning of time. Do I make them? Yep. Customize them, make them. The reason why you're rocking, so as an example, a Logitech Superlight is because I created the original Logitech Superlight, which is a Logitech wireless, a long time ago, and then they took that and made a Superlight for you. Cool, huh? You've tried using the vertical mouse. I've seen the Razer Click V2, like the ones that sit more like that, don't they, rather than that. I haven't tried them for gaming, but I've used them in the office. But I don't know. I don't have RSI, so interesting though. For something like RSI, I get a lot of people, like disabled people, asking me for mods and stuff. Zawu scared me with the teardown, that cable. Oh, mate, yeah. A very tight cable. Those ribbon cables you do not want to snap on those. It's like holding a gun. Yeah, I've seen a mouse thing that's like on socials where it looks like a gun and like it's like a trigger and stuff and they're firing it, but I can't imagine the controls very good. Hi Brimstone, hey, what's up? I can imagine it very awkward to control. Just bought an Attack Shark X3, not bad, yeah. Solid buy, good budget one. What's my Valorant rank? I am 1. It's somewhere around gold. But can be anywhere, depending on what account I'm on. What mouse am I modding? A Razer Cobra. How's the stream looking? This is so cool. 8 years ARG. You liking this? How many Smurfs you got? Too many. All over the place. Smurfs live everywhere. One mouse for modding a Razer Cobra. What is that mod we're doing? We're making it look more like one of these. Basically. That's what we're trying to do. Or the Viper SE. Have you seen that one? That's what we're trying to do. Just had an offer for the Cycrox V8. I've heard about it, I haven't got one. I've not heard bad things, but then I've not heard good things. You can do it to your mouse. Be careful. Make sure you know what you're doing. You can. It'll cost you some moolah. What's the difference in modding? This is more like a bit lighter weight, more cosmetic. But we used to do things like on like Logitech's 2C Superlight. We used to create a new one. They did a mod on the sides because eventually they've listened to me and tweaked it so there's no side mush. But like here, you can still mod it because they haven't listened on the mains still. I don't know why. Where you get this like movement in the switch before it even clicks. It's called pre-travel. And then you get post, so it clicks, and then you get past it. So they could mod that so it doesn't actually do that. Also, Logitechs tend to have a bit of a weakness where they split. You can tweak all that, make it much nicer. Tweak the batteries. A lot more lightweight mice now. Back in the day when lightweight mice didn't exist and we created that trend, it was more modding that for that now, but it's a bit different now. What tools do you need for the whole procedure? A lot. Depends what you're doing. You can do it with anything from a Dremel to a nail file to any kind like that. You just need some stuff. Changing the style of things, we're going to tweak the switches, make it feel a bit nicer to click. All these are horrible anyway on this mouse, to be fair. But they just want a lightweight here. Chicken or beef? Beef. Yeah, I need to look at this Cyrox V8 though. Looks good. What did you write for the V3 by throwing it at the wall? You enhanced the experience now, I mean. Do the main button stay on? That's the question. So you wouldn't be surprised at how many people send me mice that they've destroyed in Rage and think it's fixable. I'm just like, some of this stuff just ain't fixable, you know what I mean? I used to do it a lot with joysticks and controllers when I was playing FIFA. I used to smash them to pieces. Get you nice and patient. Yeah. And some money when it goes wrong. V6 is a HTS basically. So we're all just copying each other at the minute. This is why I stopped doing my stuff. Everyone just like, we started this trend and then everyone just started copying each other. Depends what you want, Pika. Every mouse is different, every mod's custom, it's all personal stuff, so it's customized to how you want it. There's no real set price. I used to have a website, but it's down at the minute. Just give me a shout. If you want to chat, you can email me. You can see what you want. Everyone's different. These little bits here are pretty intricate. Any fingertip mouse you recommend? I mean, there's the M1, M2, M3K. There's some of G-Wolves are pretty good for fingertip. Pulsar released one that I thought was decent. People probably weren't as keen, but some people look at. The click level with the left click, I like it. Can help with the tap fire. Just worth chatting somewhere else, speaker. Give me a shout and email. That's what you mean. Might the pre-travel, you want it to be better. Depends on the mouse, depends on the mod, depends where you are, depends if you want one purchased or not, stuff like that. I guaranteed to a silly PS5 game controller. Oh, you graduated to a silly PS5 controller. Rocket League. I've played Rocket League for a long time. What level in Rocket League? Grandmaster, is it? Is that still the main one? I can't remember what it is now. It's playing my mates, but wasn't really my thing. You know, people still innovating a G-Wolf. They at least trying stuff new. Yeah, maybe. Instead of bringing something new out, but they've all just died at the minute. I disappeared and they all died. Yeah, Pro Art Gaming, hey, how you doing, man? Old times indeed. You okay? Yeah, send us an email, Pico. It's easier. Tell us what you want. Tell us where you live. It's easier to give you price. What's up, kitty cat? What's that? Tripod. Rocket League took my life. Bit like no pre-travel, or we can tighten it up so we can change the switch depending on the mouses if you've got a slightly better switch for that kind of thing, like tap firing, if it's a bit mushy or not, things like that. Oh, you can't get that, can you? Come in to check the workmanship. Hello. Logic Super Strike will be like? I don't know. I haven't seen any good switches from Razer or Logitech from most. We'll see. See what they're innovating. Maybe an adjustable switch pre-travel, but I mean, it's been done before. Be nice to see him actually tweet that. Be nice to have more ranges of like hot swappable switches. Like they've all got the PCBs. Like Razer's got one of the best hot swappable PCBs around, but they just don't offer the switches like they should. Yeah, Octo FPS, you okay? Well, you'd think they would do that when you read Marauder, but they haven't. They haven't done it for a very long time. Little three-legged friends are burning it. Tripod. Pressure sensitive? Yeah, maybe. We'll see. The magnetic switch and G Pro X can be a bit heavy. Limited options. We've still got loads of pre-travel, but that's mainly the button connect, the button, than the actual switch itself. That's the structure. Hey, Kuro, are you okay? Because these are all the molds that they've never adjusted. Yeah, that's how mice are customized, or I can customize for you. Just give me a shout and email, it's easy. What you want, I can do whatever you want. Meow, meow. Yeah. Meow, meow. Look at that. Oh, we got a cat on the way, haven't we? Tripod. You make me a cup of tea? What do you want? Tea time. Let's wait. You had some biscuits before. You and your brothers and sisters. We doom scrolling. Stop by for the cat. Hey, meow. Meow, meow. She was a attention whore, aren't you? Yeah. My interest or my job? No, I don't. This isn't my job. It's my interest. Best household items for mouse modding tapes? Plasters or band-aids. You can use them for good for pre-travel. It's the OG method. Or we had PTFE tape. Oh, you have mods more affordable than PPMs, 250 mouse mod crazy. How many? Takes a lot of work. 3D printing. Depends what you want. Inflation, personal time, customization. It won't be 10p. But you get a lot for 250. You have to remember the amount of effort PPM's gone into to like do 3D printing and stuff. That's no easy task. All the effort, all the breakdowns. Go run it out. CAD it all. I did some of it. 3D printing is no joke. Unfortunately, my own job took over a bit more of my house and I couldn't get into the 3D world before it took off too much. But I was doing a load of 3D modding stuff. What's the name of the cat supervisor? She's called Bella, but we call her Tripod because she ain't got 3 legs. She's a rescue. Aren't you? The rescue is like fully obsessed with me. Sleeps with me, follows me around, lives with me pretty much, ain't you? 24/7. Addicted to me. Yeah, just the kit's 250. It's pricey. I always looked like early on before this stuff for like making mice shapes like customized to people's houses individually, but the effort and the time and the money's just not worth it. Like a load of people ask me to do like weird mice mods, and it's just like it's not worth the money. It's also never 100% successful. She forced me to adopt him. My missus adopted her, and then now she's my problem. We adopted 2, Bella and one called Philip, who's tuxedo cat. We've got 5 cats, but she won't let them up here at the minute. Fight them, don't you? That's why you only ever see her, but we have 5. This is her domain. Innit? Your domain. Yeah, exactly. 6-month turnaround, like every micro millimeter of adjustment and stuff for the hands and people's movement. Like I'd like to make mice that are perfectly shaped. Like people used to use clay and stuff, and then use some kind of molding clay, but the effort to do it printing is horrendous. Like people think 3D printing's easy. It's not. Yeah, what's that? New to this channel. So what mouse are you modding? We're modding a Razer Cobra. Got Viper. Just messing around with it. I'm going to play Valorant around 8 PM GMT. I'll put the mouse, I'll have some tea, but other than that. Yeah, I know, exactly. Production. This is why mice companies just produce like similar colours. They've started to produce a few more colours now, right? But the production, the moulds, the effort, like, can't imagine how much final mouse would have spent on tooling and modding and stuff to make their final mouse. That's why they're trying to get the money out of it. That's why you don't see many shapes from them, because that original magnesium was so expensive to tool, like crazy. Hey, Jason MG for following. Cheers, mate. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just nuts. If you like watching like Tarkov, or you like watching Valorant, which I'm playing a lot at the minute, or you like mouse modding, or just general geek, then this is the channel to follow. You like cats? Wee little itch. I have to scratch your side cat itch. Leg won't reach. You like that? We just like chill streams. Come to the right place. Friday night. Duo with my mates, sometimes a few beers. Generally stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Sometimes stream a bit more here and there. Hey. Hey, hey. Here you go. Here you go. There's a G-Wolves one. They asked me to make it lighter, so they sent me this. And they said, can you make it lighter? So I showed them where to take weight out. They'll probably turn another mouse for it. The strawberry. But this is more like built around like my hand. So what you say about like customize it is just like obviously a rough cut out colour, honestly. But you can see how it fits my hand. But only for me. I mean, I'd get RSI using it, but why are you sitting here now? You like gotta sit exactly where I'm ready. Lighter on the strawberry, exactly. No, I did sugar. You know why I've got hair everywhere? Right, I'm not struggling anymore now. I'm refusing to straighten. So you move on. The stream have to vote for you to stroke me more. Stroke you more. Go on then, just a little bit more. But I can't continue my work with your hair. This is why I can never get anything done. The wife and cats. Ooh, it's deep. Oh, it's deep. We're done now. Is that it? Show a bit more. We done? Thanks. Does the Pulsar X2 Crazy Lighter have any weight reduction potential? Yeah. Everything has weight reduction potential because their manufacturing prohibits people from taking too much out. We have got a Crazy Lighter somewhere. That's a bit hairy, there you go. Random Frank P one. Like, I mean, as long as you're willing to like, you could like trim out these edges more, make them thinner. Because the base generally doesn't need much space. You could probably trim under the base. I've not took it apart, but you could definitely take some out of the base. And if you really want to go, you could take out all that front plate. Looking at micro adjustments there, you're not looking like 27 grams out of it, not the old days. You could definitely trim out this back plate because your hand won't generally hit it. So you could take out most of this if you want. If you don't care about how it looks, take out some of the front here. Take out this front part. Some of the sides where your fingers aren't. You probably get, I don't know, maybe some of the internal skeleton. How can you get another 10 grams out of it? That'd be my guess. Ah, bite me. How'd you learn this? Trial and error. I think of disassembling a mouse. Many people didn't until we started doing it. So the OG Bob started doing it. Right, I've had enough now, cat. Christ. Talk about being obsessed. Yeah, lovely green indeed. It's better than the Boards' leopard zebra print one. right enough now. Just, this is what you got, like ADHD as a cat. Just never sits down. Have you? You chilled now? But yeah, there's most mice have still got things in because the manufacturers don't want to take it that far. I mean, this is one we showed. I don't know why they never created this. Is the Ultralight X modded to a fingertip, right? I mean, ignore the again. We showed the rough versions, right? But here's an Ultralight X that you could have created from Final Mouse when they said, could we make it lighter? So we did. But you could create that to make that. I'd like a fingertipped Ultralight X of this width would be very nice. But they never created it. Sad. Would have been a good idea. Just bite, yeah, she bites for no reason, like pretty rough. She'll bite your ears. She bites my ears when I try and sleep. So I have to like, I can tell she's going to do it now, so I try and avoid her. 35 to 25 is a good weight reduction. Yeah, you have to work in percentages when you get down to that kind of weight. You're not talking about 110 gram mouse anymore. Like, 35 grams is pretty light. I think what you end up having is you have to adjust it to what you want at a level. Like, just because it's light doesn't mean it's better. One of the trade-offs I found with lighter weight mice, and especially higher polling now, is you'll get like a lot more like shakes, like little jitters, because it's so light. There's no weight holding the mouse, so it picks up every micro movement in your hand. Like every micro movement. So if I've had like 27 beers the night before, my hand's like this. I can't aim. Also, things like for, I don't know, let's say you're playing Call of Duty with the automatic shotgun and you're running around like crazy really fast, right? It's really good for flicking a lightweight mouse, like really good fingertip, immense. But when you're sniping at longer range, like Tarkov or PUBG or something like that, it's a lot harder with a fingertip mouse to get like really like a bit more precise. It's a bit more twitchy. That's my opinion. Anyway. I think we can pick the tape off now. Get the tape off, and then we can trim it and make it a little bit tidier. It's going to be rough for the minute. Go. Come along. Can I get the idea of what we're trying to do? Trim out these a bit neater. Yeah, mine's a signature. That's what it's meant to be like. Similar. That's the vibe. What's that? You imagine Bearded's listening to New Jeans songs. Or he's so locked in modding mice. I've got tunes on the Purple app. You just can't hear them on the other ones. Just follow Wonky. If you want to hear some music, go on the Purple app. Beardedbob. The other one's Punish Me, right? Sorry, I just realised I was literally deafened you there. My apologies. How you doing? That's why we don't do it. Is that a Cobra? It is indeed, and Lucky. Cheers to say hi. Said hi. You like Brimstone? I do indeed. That's why we played Brimstone in Valorant. And we're playing Valorant later at 8 PM GMT. It's 5:30 now, so. Or 5:30. Switches look weird. They are weird, the switches. They created like a thinner optomech. Easiest ways to show you is against like a standard switch. And for some reason the Gen 4s, they made them a bit flatter like that. I don't know, they made like a side switch almost. I don't know why they did that. What time is it right now? We're in your country, in UK, Manchester. It's 5:30 PM. What now? Need catty feed time. Kiddie feed time nearly. There's a bit of tweaking, it's nice little tidying up bit, but can I get in the vibe? So tidy up some of the edges a little bit. Yep, they are super flat. It's one of the things when I reviewed it, when I was talking to people, is I didn't like the main switches on it. There's the Gen 4 ones. You're going up again. Create like a Gen 4 switch, but they're not very nice. They don't feel very nice. Come on then, jump up. Do you want to help you up? Help you up. You got a hand up? I've seen before cosplay Brim in VC now. You are indeed. Just no hat. I'm not just a Brim. I'm a true techie. You have lightweight mice because of moi. What's the best mouse for esports? I mean, a lot of them share the same parts now. That's one of the problems, Timmy. I think look at shape first. I'd go with a non-optomech switch version if it was me personally. Gives you more of an option for changing what you want. Almost 2 AM for you. Damn. That is late for you, so you can always watch the VOD Lucky later. All my VODs are on the red and the purple app. Just a follow Timmy. Timmy. Reminds me of South Park. Timmy. But yeah, I'd go for something not optomechs. Because they're very difficult to tweak unless you don't want to tweak the switches yourself, but there's not many optomech switches few of them are starting to get some better ones, like Endgame Gear maybe gives you more of an option for switches. Razer's Gen 4 switches are horrific, and Gen 3s are. In fact, Gen 1, 2, 3, 4 are all bad, I think, personally, switches. The shapes are good, but the switches are not. They've had a V3 style, but scroll wheel, crap, yeah. You could tweak the scroll wheel, but the problem with the Death Adder is the size of it is limiting on which encoders you could use for your scroll wheel. I mean, you could get like a Lamzu Thor instead. I'm not a fan of the side buttons, but it's a similar shape. I'm liking the shut up. I'm liking the Pulsar Zowl mouse. So I've been using at the minute. I've gone from an AMD Lamzu MyRX because the encoder's broke. Funny enough. Jeez. If you want something a little bit more like extravagant, you could go for the cutout version. Pulsar created. That's their esports version with the aluminium scroll. Hey, you just drive me insane. You were for a minute ago. What do you want now? We whinging about now. Worse than the wife. You look like Brimstone. Yes, I do. Have we tried the Lamzu Inca? No, I've not tried that one. I like the Atlantis they did. I like a medium mouse, not too small a mouse personally for me. But that's just my preference. I normally prefer an Ambi mouse, but I'm using an Ergo one, so my mouth forever testing mouse, right? Just sell the modded versions? Yep, certainly do. You can email me. I've got an email on my bios and stuff. I used to have a website, but it's down at the minute. It's under mod. It's been reconstructed. So, yeah, I can get a mouse and mod it for you, which is what this is, and sell it wherever you want. Just send me a contact. Or you can DM me on Twitter. Kitty, yeah. She's obsessed. She's a bit moved on, ain't you? You're a bit moved on. Just Rose Ron. Just follow Jay, is it? Kitty's adorable, she's cute. She's obsessed with me then. I'm supposed to work now. You were better a minute ago. Tripod, she's called. Well, Bella, aka Tripod. She got 3 legs. Tripod. You'll see her a lot. Don't you? Obsessed. My one true love, huh? Don't like your mummy though, do you? Just like your daddy. Like Daddy Brimstone. You get stuck on plastic and you get. Like I said, the best mouse for esports is dependent on what you want. I'd personally go for shape. Shape, then I'd go for main switches, then weight, and then skate options, because that can dictate what pad you want, and esports requires certain pads. So a lot of them now have started to modify the bases, which we told them to do about 5 years ago, because you can add any skates on and stuff then, and then you can make big skates, small skates, whatever you want, without having these cutouts on the skates themselves. Okay, you get a new brand ends, you can pick what you want then, Timmy, is that a thing? Gas pad. Don't know. I'm not quite convinced on glass pads. I like glass skates though, which is what this mouse has got. I put on. Well, I don't use it. I modified the switch on this. The left switch is different to the right switch to play Valorant to get it a bit better for like single tap phone. Trying to mess around with the delay. But you could always ping me a message when your contract's up. See what's going on. Can I help you? Can't do. I'm trying to finish off a tripod. So I can never get anything done. No. do what I want to do. Thanks. Don't bite me. No biting. Thanks. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Oh, we're back. Are we back? We're back. Oh, broke. My net connection dropped and switched to my other router. You're doing crazy. Cheers, Tim Broker is it for the follow? You're right. How you doing? Not for me. This ain't mouse for me, mate. I've modded many mice for top-end pros, so don't you worry. If I was still, the reason I'd be so busy is because I'm busy doing this, not just sat on Valorant 24/7. Better things to do than that. She put right into the chair. Look at the chair was there, huh? You had a Razer for 2 years for CS. To be honest, I feel like I need a replacement after a few months. Yeah, the switches are not very good on Razers, and they're very limited to what you can change, so I don't know why they've not created some better switches. I like the shape of this Cobra, but I don't like the switches at all. So, while I'm playing Valorant, I will be later on. Just doing this instead. You're a fan of smooth scroll wheels, but my actual scroll wheel is kind of bumpy. Could have a quite yeah, there's a few encoders you can change, but it depends on the mouse because there's only certain encoders for certain heights. So they're all different heights. God forbid a man has some hobbies. Oh, mate. Yeah, I sit there and laugh at people I watch play Valorant who are literally on it 24/7. And I'm like, how can you be on this game this much? You never go outside. You never smell fresh air. Go outside. Best MMO mouse? I mean, Razer Naga maybe for all the buttons, but you've got a Scimitar, you've got a lot of Steel series. They put out a load of MMO mouse, the Aerox series. I'd say it comes down to how many buttons you want. Twitch is easier, indeed. Indeed it is. You're on any platform, on every platform. Some are slightly different. Purple app's got music. It's got giveaways every month. But you can watch vertical. You can watch vertical on all the platforms, including the purple one. It's up to you. Pick one you want. Some adverts, some don't have adverts. Naga seems overpriced. You're tempted. It's reliable, the Naga, right? It's one of the OGs. You got Logitech's G600. That's pretty good, but pretty big and old these days. I've modded a few. They're difficult. You've got, Glorious tried to clone a few, but you know, it's up to you. I don't generally go for clones. I like the OG. Except for really love gaming, but sometimes you got stuff to do. Exactly, Joe. Yeah, I like gaming. Like, look, I don't sit and do this for the fun of it, but you gotta like get on in life. You know what I mean? I don't sort of sit at home in my parents' basement. You know what I mean? Gotta get out and about. Soon you will do. You'll have to. Life will push you that way. Steel Series ASUS. I think it was one to check out. Yeah, Steel Series makes some solid mice. They haven't really moved on in the world. The last decent mouse we dropped out was a Prime and then Aerox. I like the Aerox. It was a HyperX. HyperX is the Aerox, isn't it? But, yeah, Steel Series. Made some good mice. They made some good from the rival originally, but I don't think they've moved on too much. Myself, a lot of these kids don't realise that I invented all the lightweight mouse for them, but you know, they're welcome. What you sound like me go to the back room. Nice. Do you own a convenience store? No. Online shop I used to. Still there, I was just modifying it slightly. Cheers for the sub. Pro, is it? RL Pro. Let's go, baby. Making my own mouse? Nope. I've got over 350 mice. I'm making it for the people. Or just because I'm interested to see what's possible. That's why you have a lot of these mice at the minute, because I sat there and created a lightweight mouse for you. A lot of the tests people use in reviews and stuff. You just don't know. I am the OG. That's cool indeed. Not just a Brimstone. Kim's a Star Wars guy from Kim's Convenience. I'm not sure what that is, to be honest. I have to mute the drill, otherwise you'll have no ears left. It will blow your ears apart. I'm just curious, is there much more of a premium for parts when you mod? How do you mean? You mean like, do people pay more for it and stuff? Or is it more expensive for different switches and stuff? Or encoders or stuff? You go into someone to mod your mouse, you're paying for their time generally. The parts are reasonable, but the time and the risk, like if I mess this up, for instance, right? So I cut this wrong, I've got to then get another one. Do you know what I mean? Looks exactly like, alright, convenient, so you like what he's doing. I haven't seen that. Is he a YouTuber or something? Eric? Eleric? Is it? Eleric? Edward? Is that what it is? Basically paying people's time. Like, a lot of people ask me to like make like weird mice together, and it's like, well, yeah, but it's going to cost you because it takes me a lot of time. Not looking bad, is it? There's a little bit more tweaking around here, just tidying up the edges a little bit. Okay, let's just talk about what we've been doing this for. We've been chatting, I guess, an hour and 50 minutes. So what's that worth? Do you know what I mean? Let's say we did an hour. What's an hour's sun time worth plus the risk? Just the overall cost for a modded Lamzu 1 esports mods. You won't tweak to the best. Won't be that much. Maybe, what would I say, free travel, depending on your Switch. 20, maybe $100, 100 UK pounds plus shipping, and you got to provide the mouse. That's probably what we're looking at. Give you some like a better scroll wheel, some pre-travel removed, different switches. Could take some weight out of it maybe for that, if you wanted, or make it a different balance. Like some of the things that people don't realise is like where it balances, like a lot of mice balance here. You can make it balance more at the front, more at the rear. Depends what you want. You could hack half of it off if you wanted. If you wanted to, I don't know, let's say you liked Lamzu, right? But actually, what I don't need is, here's a good example. I don't need the back of it, right? I'm not saying you go to this extreme, but this is what you could do. You could cut it apart. This is my demo from Final Mouse. You dared me to cut it up and make it lighter, which we did, but slightly extreme, right? But you could do that. You could take off the back part you didn't want because maybe you didn't like that balance, or maybe it annoyed you and it was on your palm or something. Esports is different. Esports is like getting a pair of shoes and tailoring it like to your perfection, but it's fully customized to what you want personally. Yeah, be around 180 shipped, depending where you live as well, shipping. Trying to think what the cost. I can't remember what the cost of the Lamzu X is. So you got the mouse cost, for instance, and you got the shipping, depending where UK's 10 UK pounds, 10 euro. US is 20. Then you've got the cost of the bits and time. But yeah, something like 180 seems reasonable. Like I don't know why someone wants a Cobra done like a signature. Maybe the internals they prefer, maybe the switches they prefer, maybe they can't get hold of a signature, but this is kind of like what you're looking for, do you know what I mean? The signature did have its problems, side buttons especially, so... Yeah, you know, Tim. You have to look at like what you want from it. So when you got the time to think about it, think about what you don't like about that mouse, whether it's the shape or the switches or the movement or the feel of it, or tap firing bursts instead, which I find with quite a lot of mice. So looking at like different debounces or different like pressures on the switch for the actuation. But the mouse can determine what mods you can do as well. So you have to think about that. Like this Viper, I'll keep going Viper. This Cobra is limited on what switches it can use because it uses very specific switches. So this is quite limited in that term of the switch, but the rest of it you can mod. If that makes sense. Yeah, looks okay. Tricky. What? Now we've got to trim out all the back then. See the extra bits now? But what you got to be careful of is you don't affect these buttons. So what Razer did, which I never agreed with, is they started to plastic rivet on the main switches, the buttons, which I've never been a fan of, in my opinion. Yeah, see what it likes for CS. Like the modding of it's like personally tailored to your preference. So I'd look up what you want from a mouse or what you're not liking about a certain mouse, and then see if you can get it tweaked to be better for you. If that makes sense. Like you might like something about it. You might think the shape's really good, but the switches are horrible. So you can change the switches on most mice. You used to have to change them at all, but they're changing they've changed it a little bit. You see what I mean, though? Like, cat nuts. What? You're coming up. Tough now. Mm-hmm. Well. Something like this mod probably takes around 4 hours or so. I can't show it all on stream. I'll do some more tomorrow maybe. But you're kind of getting the idea. It's not a 2-minute mod, you know what I mean? And a hell of a lot of risk. Cat. Cat. I think the Razer Dead I've had a V3. I wasn't particularly a fan. I had a lot of problems. The V4 Hyperspeed was better. That's one of Razer's better mice they've made in a long time. Oh my days. Relentless. Yeah, have a look into it, mate. See what I think. Sometimes she's on one. So I should get the Hyperspeed instead. I would personally. What's the kit you talking about? I don't know. She's been like at it all day. One of the problems you have is when you start hacking away like we are doing here, you cut a lot of the mounting points off, so the back will be a bit weaker. What mouse is this? It's a Razer Cobra. I like modding mice originally because I like to see what was possible. How loud is she? I don't know. Our batteries have gone on the scales to be fair. But it's still going to be pretty heavy. You probably get about 10 Gs off it. Because they're keeping the RGB strips and stuff. So, I assume they are. I need to ask them. Well, I mean by the RGB strip, I mean like, is this thing? It's like a skirt. What's your opinion on the Logitech G502 Hero? I mean, it's an old school shape. I think it's had its time. A lot of people use the 502. I'm still modding people's 402s, if I'm honest. If you like the shape, like the 502X is not very good from Logi because they've changed it, the shape of it, made it a bit wider. Maybe people thought it was a bit narrower, but that's why people went to it, because they like the shape. So I don't understand why mice companies change shapes, because people go to that generally for the shape, unless they're like a replica or something. But, hey Sam, you remember? Well, the 502 here is okay. I'd get the 502 for the light speed, but because I prefer wireless. The Hero's still wide, isn't it? So. So now we've got to take out the base part of it. So we're taking out all this plate and some trimming on some of the sides. So no longer be able to use a dock, for instance. I like it, keep buying the same mouse over and over. Yeah, because like the shape, you see, you're used to it. You can change the switches in that, that'd be decent. Maybe power cord it. New skates, like different skates. Beyond that, yeah, pretty tough. You could try and make it lighter, which you can do on those versions still. Still loads of weight in those to take out. If you don't mind tweaking that. Don't take bits out that you don't like the feel of. So like, if you don't like holes on the side, don't do that. That's what I'd be looking at on that thing, trying to get better. There's a mod on YouTube somewhere of me doing a 402 pretty good for a Fortnite Pro, because that's what they liked. Pretty sure. There's loads of mods on YouTube who made modding mice for pros. Turn it to their specification. Now there's a lot of mice that kind of do what they wanted, so it doesn't really matter now. You also get more limited mice because they're taking a lot of the weight out, but they're also using certain switches you can't mod and stuff. Yeah, have a look, man. There's loads. TikTok's playing on limited for harassment and bullying. What have I done? Someone being a knob. Makes no sense. Doesn't make any sense. It's the weirdest app in the world. No joke. Because I'm bullying Viper. Not bad friendly, you right? How are you? AI is against us. Yeah, not bad today. Not bad at all. You had a good week? Any good mice released this year? I mean, I've not seen any. I've not seen any for a few years. That's why I stopped doing them. I just got bored of it. No one's releasing anything new. They're all just copying. Do you think that's half interesting is what Logitech are going to release? Maybe. A new Switch, but beyond that, I'm not even bothered. Whatever, innit? We have no idea. I'm not seeing anything that's going to light a fire, if that makes sense. About you, have you heard anything good coming out mice-wise? Kind of why I stopped doing what I was doing, because everyone's just cloning each other. Innovation died. Everyone's releasing new keyboard stuff. Yeah, because of the Hall effect stuff, but same thing. What I found with the Hall effects, and I tried all the keyboards, they all sent me the more I got them myself, and I found that software is key. Because if it hasn't got good software, like, what's the point? Hey, the 1000 Hz monitor is meant to be coming out. That'd be interesting. But again, who's getting 1000 FPS? I think I've seen it in Siege. Nothing else. Maybe 1080p on Valorant, probably, actually, given I can get 800 on a 2K, but like, who wants 1000 Hz? I'd be more concerned that GPUs and stuff are going to be able to get them, because AI is going to take them all. And they're going to give us a load of AI frames, which is what seems to be the trend. So, was it Linus showing us some stuff around NVIDIA's new DLSS 4.5 and stuff, but I don't know. I never liked DLSS. I think it's very blurry. I prefer it to be much more TAA sharpness, but again, that's personal preference. What I did like was the called dynamic frames that he was mentioning, where if you're not getting the right frame rate, it will increase it, so it'll hold it at 240 and you might get a slightly drop in quality. That was quite good. But it only have to be now and again. Like Tarkov would be good with that because its frame rate's horrible, but to maintain at least a reasonable frame rate rather than tanking. But do you know what I mean? That's what I'd be looking at. You want it? What you can take out is the magnets, which are these little bits, because you don't need these. Because it now doesn't stick to the, we call it the dock stations. Trying to break my nippers in. It's expensive. There's my cheaper ones. Not sure. I'm not really keeping up with them. Was looking at mouse recently. The Lamzu RTX got my attention. It's nice. I like it. Lamzu RTX. The encoder, same problem as everything else has got. Will fail. Mine's failed. What's up, Insanity? You right? Like a lot of people talk about encoders failing in mice companies, but they're all using the same encoder, which is ironic. Well, most of them use very similar encoders, the same brands. There's not many of them, so. Yes, indeed. But we're playing Valorant in a bit, don't you worry. I'll have to go get my tea and then get the missus. And then be back about 8 o'clock GMT, and then we'll be playing Valorant. Grind continues. Try and get out of iron. Yeah, that's right. We play Brimstone. I used to play over for other people, but people want to see me more as Brimstone, so now I'm trapped as a passive controller. People expect you to rank up. I'm ranking up with a passive controller. I'll tell you that now. No, sorry. was that you see some clips YouTube recommended to me. I almost like my content. We've been on YouTube a long time. 2014 YouTube started. Been a long time. Cheers for the sub insanity. Let's go. Play Valorant later on. We're editing or modding a Viper, a Razer Cobra for someone. If you didn't know, I created a lot of the trend for lightweight mice. So you got things like Logitech lightweight mice because of the stuff I did for modding them stuff. This is part of that. But I've just not done it for a while. I got fed up with the mice market and what's going on and lack of innovation, stuff like that. So, but the reason you got lightweight mice is because of me. People don't realise it. I set the trend off a long time ago. And everyone jumped on board, baby. Crazy, huh? That's for starting the trend. It's alright. Now you got a little lightweight mice for pro gaming. Yeah, probably go back to heavy mice. And the companies want to make some more money another way. You broke from the mice. Keyboards are expensive ones. Plenty of keyboard modders. Modded keyboards are pricey. Some crazy custom keyboards. Even I bought some expensive ones. Made my eyes water. Grand Prix Brimstone. Yeah, let's go. Indeed. Glasses annoy me after a bit. Oh, show. How you doing? Esquelbel Ruse, is it? Rizu? Esquilel? Can't pronounce your name. How you doing? You're right. May have murdered your name. Apologies. Right, here we go. Let's go back and get any battery for my scales. Probably finish the rest off tomorrow, but you get the idea. Go and get the misses from the train station. Hey, how you doing, Looney? Is it? It's in blue, it's a bit difficult. How you doing, man? You right? I'm good. Just for the rose, Solinks, is it? Appreciate me. Appreciate the flowers. You are cool. Cheers. I'm just finishing up. I need to go get the missus and get some teachers for the 6 roses. Let's go, Slinks. Let's go. Let's go. Appreciate it. Got your Orbital Pathfinder recently and I've been loving it. I have tried running it. The second one was good. All little mods and stuff to get the right shape and things. Cool idea. Seen a few people doing it. I used it for a while then. That's what it looks like. Need to screw it together and stuff, but you see the idea of what we're doing. It looks pretty good. Not bad, huh? It's pretty much all the weight tweaking on it we're going to do. It just needs to be pieced back and stuff. It's 12 midnight in India. Goddamn. It's only 6:30 PM in the UK. Didn't realize it was that late in India. Hello, India. What we've done so far. Not bad. GG. I'm going to end my stream. I'll be back on in about 2 hours, or maybe an hour and a half. I'll be playing Valorant, so appreciate it. I will see you then. All good. It is all good indeed. Is this Razer Viper Mini Signature Edition? We kind of created one from a Razer Cobra, is what we're creating. That's what we did. GG. Kind of my stream. It's broken. Broke some on my stream. But I will see you all in a couple of hours. Play some Val. Have a good one. Peace.